Mind and our body is normally living inside of time and space, so we have a mechanical, unconscious process of sending energy out as a wave. Energy goes from A to B. So if I first open my partner, then if I send energy to him, it's a wave. See it being generated in me and affecting him. The spirit doesn't go by those laws. The spirit can make energy arise anywhere you put it. So the wave effect is very good for training the Tai Chi form. It's very good for training loosening, because the leading edge of the wave, the relaxation peaks and you loosen more. But if I put my mind into a pattern and I feel my partner structure, I can open the energy everywhere at once, because you're allowed to. Your mind just does that. So I feel, the more I feel, I open it everywhere. There's no energy going from me to him as a wave. So when you're training, am I using a wave or am I using a field? The field everywhere at once. What you feel, you bring energy into what you feel instantly everywhere. The bigger the mental spaces and the more your habits of accessing energy are, you can evoke energy into a large space. So magically speaking, a person who affects the weather opens their mind up into the weather. The mind substance of that space, the air element of that space, makes a relationship, then opens up the air element to change and affect the weather, because that person's so used to being in a big mental space. So people who are shamans living in the desert and they're communing with nature all the time, that's part of their natural process. Their mind is in a big space and they affect a big space. But you can't affect a big space in a linear wave form, because the energy runs out and it's very, very limited. But you can affect a big space in a field effect. So any form of high magic, any magical practice for those of you into metaphysics, understanding the field effect is understanding patterns, how the mind actually works alchemically. So this is sort of jumping into a little bit more advanced stuff, but I want you to get it, because it changes your whole Farjan experience. Now, wave, field. There's no, I'm just using my body to switch it on, but it arises wherever my mind is as a field. I want you to jump backwards and forwards between it. The reason why you want to jump backwards and forwards is there's a problem called behavioral conditioning. If every time he experiences something, thank you, just grab a seat, thanks. Every time he experiences something, if it is always one or the other, he'll respond to the one he's used to even when you're trying to do something else. So send a wave of energy out the way people normally do Qigong, and then feel everything, and then open everything up at once. Now you can only influence what you can feel. So if I can borrow you for a moment. Yep. And because I know him so well, and I'm used to his field, these types of things, thank you. This is why I don't demonstrate anything on him, because I know him too well, and people are automatically, oh, what's he doing? That's nonsense, that can't be true. Yeah. I'll be robbing you of your opportunity to develop if I only demonstrate on instructors that I know really well. Because I know them so well, I can influence them. I don't know you very well, so I've got a limited resonance of what I can influence. So when I put energy inside you, I can only put it to what I feel, and what I feel is affected. So your mental transference skill into people will dictate what you can influence. That's why we touch the base, feel the feet, feel the energy, get that connection, and then we influence that, what we can feel. So this exercise switched between sending a wave out and opening the field up. And if you're teaching Qigong, don't demonstrate on your instructors. It's unethical. Demonstrate on people that are realistic and you have to work to tune and feel. Allow yourself to fail just as much as you succeed, and you'll learn the most as a teacher, because most of you are teaching this type of information. So be very ethical in the way you teach Qigong. If you're just demonstrating on your senior students and it's always magical, it's not right. Okay, partner up, have some fun.